Confidential Coffee. How y'all doing? Welcome to Thrival Open Mic. This is our monthly open mic here at Confidential Coffee. We're here every second Friday, with the exception of November this year, because I decided for myself for my birthday I wasn't going to work. So we're going to be third Friday on November. But other than that, second Fridays I see you here.
It was your birthday.
Huh? Yeah, I have a birthday. But it was like November though. Yeah, no, I just, looking at the camera like that. Anyway. So for those of y'all who are aware, we are here for a special event today. We have a beautiful collaboration within community to uplift the efforts to go and support Palestine, because as we know, there is a horrific genocide happening, and not the only one in the world, right? Absolutely not the only one in the world. However, if we know anything, we know that none of us are free until all of us are free, and that by itself makes it our problem. So every opportunity we get to try, we can try, right? Every little bit helps, and so we know that this will be a little bit, but it'll go a long way. So I want you to help me welcome our guest sponsors for the evening. Today we're going to be working with Long Beach Queers for Palestine. Give them a champagne. In addition, we'll be working with the newly formed Pali Coalition. From those organizations to come and tell us a little bit about themselves, what they're doing, and what else is happening as far as this fundraiser is concerned. But are y'all ready to also have a great time today?
Yeah!
We have a good time. Okay? So come on up, y'all.
Hi, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Mira, for that wonderful introduction. My name is Carlisle, and I'm on the Education and Empowerment Committee for Pali, which stands for Peace Action Liberation Initiative. We kind of formed organically through the Ceasefire Initiative in Long Beach, and we're trying to do all kinds of actions and events to stand in solidarity with Palestine. And tonight we'll be raising funds for the UNRWA in light of the U.S. government cutting of all funding. And just for a little bit of context about what they do, they're the United Nations organization that contributes to a lot of aid and important needs for refugees around the world, and in particular in Palestine and Rafah right now. So you can see these. Sorry. It's a long day. You can see these QR codes to donate over there with our wonderful friend Alicia, and then we also have a cash box where you can donate cash donations. If you are donating by cash and you use QR code, make sure to let them know so that we can keep a tally of how much money we're raising tonight. And yeah, I think that's everything.
What's our Insta?
Oh, what's our Insta? Our Insta is Pali.unity, and you can follow that for more updates on events. And I think that's it. Okay, I'm getting the nod from my. Thank you, Carlisle, for being the first one to go. Yeah, I'll sit closer to the mic. Hi, everyone. My name is Diane. My pronouns are she, her. I'm also on the education committee for the Pali Coalition. So if you do follow our Insta, we share our events, but also share local events as well. I'm also a member, along with Alicia, and we have a few other folks, if you want to raise your hand, from Queers for Palestine. So we've been out in the streets, raising hell. Started also organically out of the push locally for ceasefire resolution, got into the proclamation here in Long Beach. We also just did an action last week in front of Representative Robert Garcia's house, who was twice, 2 weeks ago. It's all
No, we did 2 actions.
Oh, we did 2 actions, yes. One morning action, one afternoon action here in downtown outside of her house. It used to be at Long Beach Mayor. We also have a zine about Garcia, bless his heart, about what is pink washing, what is APAC, related to APAC. So we're really trying to put pressure on our local politician, particularly our local queer politicians. So there's a whole bunch to go into that I'm not going to at this moment. So I appreciate you all coming out tonight. I also want to ask our caterer if you can come up for a minute and talk about the food that we have available tonight. We really appreciate you all coming. I'm so excited to see tonight. And also applause for Mariah, who was been so gracious on letting us partner. We met last year, and I was like, we partnered. So I'm so thankful for helping us get this together. Everybody, come on up. Because I'm hungry. I know I'm getting a plate. Hungry. So we have some food tonight by Chef J.P. Alexander. Yep.
Good evening, everybody. So today's menu consists of carp chicken on a cauliflower rice and quinoa, accompanied with roasted squash and roasted tomatoes. And there's also a mezzi dip plate. The dip plate consists of pita, cucumbers, and carrots, aside with left-nut and mohammed. Okay? All right, so come on back. I'm ready to go whenever you're all ready. Also, everything is halal tonight, okay? If you guys need a favor for future events, my Instagram is Chef Alexander JP. That is Chef Alexander JP. I'm going to turn you back over to your host. Thank you.
All right. And so real quick, we actually have 2 more vendors that are here with us today so far, because when I tell you community showed out for this event, I am so proud of this, okay? Look at y'all. Look at us. Look what we can do. So real quick, if my vendors could just tell us who you are, what you have going on, and where they can follow you.
Hi, my name is Yas, aka Nerd Shaman. You can find me on Instagram. I'm actually a professional animator and a professional animation teacher. I'm going to be doing portraits over here tonight for people, and I might just randomly paint people in general. It's $40 per painting, but I'm going to donate half to the cause. So if you're interested, come on up, and I'll paint you, or your animals, or your pet animals.
Hello, I'm Meryahcology. I have a series.
Thank you. I'm an artist in all senses, but today at my table I have a whole bunch of Palestinian-themed prints for you that I made over these past couple months. Anywhere from $10 to $30 for each one, and all of the proceeds will go to this. So, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Meryahcology.
So one of my friends is on her way. Hi guys, I'm
You want to come up here? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, look at this.
I know. All right, hi. Thanks for coming. Appreciate y'all. I'm so excited for the outcome. One of my friends, she's on the way. She's stuck in traffic, but she's also selling soaps and lotions and maybe condoms. I'm not sure. She could explain her product better, but stay tuned. Just want to let y'all know.
And last but not least, I also have a couple of prints of some art that I've done and some stickers of my newly formed logo that was done by Meryahcology Shaman over here. So shout out to artists collaborating with each other and doing things.
but like.
Okay, so just to give y'all some house rules, real quick. I think we have a mask rule in place today. That is in respect of our partners for the sponsorship. They have a policy within the organization, and therefore we're going to make sure that we, love and respect the people who are doing the wonderful things in the community and protect everybody who's around us. So thank you so much for participating in that with us. I really appreciate you. With that said, while you are up here for your time, you don't have to mask. We know that it's very difficult as performers to do that, so definitely not going to put that strain on anybody. Just, be mindful, take it off, put it back, all the things. There's coffee and beer for sale as well, so please make sure that we're also supporting Confidential Coffee, who allows us to be here every month, and we're so grateful for that. Some of the best coffee in town, and if anybody knows me, you know that I am a coffee connoisseur. I will tell you when it's nasty. I love this place. All right, and with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I know that nobody really likes to go first, ever, so I usually break the ice a little bit for folks. I don't know, I've been kind of in my... You said Selena? No, I'm not doing Selena. I'm too excited. No, I'm gonna try to remember something because I've had a really tough mental health today, and everybody knows what that's like. It's it can be very draining and very off-putting. So I am not in my usual space. So I'm gonna try to remember a poem that I wrote that is also a fan favorite. So bear with me on that. Is that all right?
Yeah, we love you.
All right, cool. This is called But You're So Pretty. But you're so pretty. As if pretty is another way to spell Prozac. I have no right to my feelings because I look like this. Never mind that I had no hand in the color selection of any strand of hair, or that y'all always love it at first. My mind remembers y'all also fired me for those same strands when you were tired of seeing them with their eyes and not with your hands. Who says you could touch them anyway? But you're so pretty. As if beauty is no longer in the eye of the beholder, and as if my eyes as beholders of me are not capable of foggy vision. Have you seen my glasses prescription? In addition, my eyes have spent most of their life trapped behind shit-colored lenses, so you tell me what you think my reflection looked like to me. But you're so pretty. And if I were, would lessening your physical attraction to me somehow increase the validity of the impacts of my traumas? My mental health is not somehow impenetrable because you find it impenetrable, regardless of how I even feel about that 6 feet, motherfucker. But you're so pretty. And me, I only began to see at 33. They said it was my resurrection year, and they were right. But pretty had nothing to do with that. Healing did. So yeah, I'm so pretty. Pretty enough to be in the house and still be a slave. Tell me something more useful or save your breath. Tell me I can do this. Tell me to rest. Tell me. Tell me that you love me. But only if it's the truth. And I mean the truth.
Love you.
Thanks, I love you. And I mean the truth. Pretty ain't saved me. How could it? In a world full of pretty composers, and truth be told, pretty orchestrates abuse. Thanks. Sorry to start your life so heavy. Usually a little on the lighter end. And you know what I did? I didn't do myself a favor. I closed the book. All right, so really up first, please help me welcome to the mic a first timer, Rima.
Letter to President Joseph. If there wasn't an Israel, I would have to create one to protect American interests in the Middle East by it. I reach into my throat, choke on my hangnails, and pull out something dead. It screams the instant it inhales its first breath of air, like some squalling child, but not red in the face. It does not kick or move. I consider throwing this dead thing onto the wall, watch it splat and slide, fall into a heap. It should drip red, probably, considering it came from within me. But not all things bleed. Not all things are alive, and not all things that are alive bleed. If I cut it open, I know it will be rotted. I know that if I describe the rot here, I will experience a single intrusive thought for a month straight. I am learning to be gentle with myself. There might be a beauty in it. If I were a kinder person, I would think so, but it's ugly. It's unpleasantly warm and it squelches. And that incessant screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming with no mouth it shouldn't be able to scream. A violence is emerging from it, and I know I should drown it, quell it. The only way to do that is to swallow it again. To be tender is to understand pain. I give this ugly, wet, dead thing to you. How does it feel in your hands? Does it leak? Tell me how it looks all over that lovely historical rug, on that hand-carved wooden desk. Do you know who carved that desk? Fuck you. I bet if I hid my heart or my hands or my kidneys in the pillowcases of those old as fuck cushions in the White House, the rotting stench would make you do something other than twiddle your thumbs. I bet if I put my still squirming warm tongue in your hands, you would drop it in disgust, but then at least you would have to contend with a body between alive and dead. This body screams and is dead at the same time. This body is rotting and still galvanized. The ugly, wet, dead thing is my puppet and I am yours, but do you know what happens when puppets come to life? So my name is Rima and I am a writer and poet and teacher, and I'm just a guy, you guys. I'm a guy. I attend SDSU's MFA program in fiction, and SDSU is such an incredible place with so little happening. There's a real wealth of opportunity in San Diego, like with the artists and things like that, but at the university specifically, I see very little action happening in terms of Palestine. There is a Starbucks coffee shop right next to my office, and the line is always out the door, and I'm like, what if I killed myself in front of you guys? But I won't, because I'm busy. So, I wanted to thank you all for coming here, and thank the Confidential Coffee and for Thrival for hosting this. This isn't possible without your community, and so this next poem, I won the Dan Beach Young Poet Award in 2019, and it is a little old, and I am better than before, so we're gonna try not to. All right. Palestine is upside down. This one is a, what is it called? An acrostic poem. So if you've got your fast little phones and your quick thumbs, you can Google. This is after Kent Rogalski's Love Equals Love #7. It is an art piece that is a bunch of puzzle pieces slapped together from different puzzles. Palestine is upside down. It's there hanging with flowers that don't belong, with borders that don't belong, woven with pieces stolen. I can't talk about Palestine without talking about myself, even though it's not my narrative. It's my dad's, and his dad's, and my mother's dad's. There are people who wish they could travel to Jerusalem to see the history, but my father is from there, gave some of it to me. And it is upside down. It's upside down, and the tile is on the ceiling, and non-native flowers are breaking through, taking over, have taken over. But if you walk out on the palm, slip between the lilac, and avoid the thorn of bougainvillea, there are words that allow me to speak. They are there on that tile, the perfectly mathematical tile, in shades of blue, gold, and green, stars made out of squares, pristine, completely opposing those flowers. The words on that tile twist and curl, flow with braided designs. They are not English. They cannot be English because they are beautiful. They are untouchable. Someone once told me that, as a linguist, he studies how people have told him that Arabic is ugly. Throaty sounds, guttural sounds. But you cannot speak Arabic through the mouth. It comes from within, from the stomach, the throat, the heart, from the minds of those that string them together and form better poetry than I can. The kind of poetry my dad struggles to translate for me. If I bring in the wrong words, the flowers will come with, and Palestine will fall off the edge of the world. I have one more, two, but we'll see if we have time for it. This one, I want you all to participate with me. Are we all awake enough to participate with me?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So, the point of this poem, it's you can read it in two ways. One, it's very visual, so when it gets printed, hopefully we'll find a home for it soon. Everyone knock on wood. That the text is overlaid some, so it's very difficult to read. But that means when I read it out loud, I need your guys' help with it. Okay? So we're gonna practice it together. The point of this poem is community, and I want you guys to know all of my rings are from my mother's closet. This scarf I got from a friend. This jacket is from my mother's closet. These earrings I got from a friend. Like, the whole point of my whole outfit and all of us here is community. So let's work on this together. At the end of the poem, I will trigger you guys with a phrase, when the jaws snap shut. And you will all repeat it, but not all at the same time. I want it to be a cacophony. So, if somebody next to you says when the jaws snap shut, when they say the jaws, that's when you'll start when the jaws snap shut. Does that make sense? So you're not saying it all at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. When the jaws snap shut. When the jaws snap shut. When the jaws snap shut.
When the jaws snap shut.
Okay, wonderful. Good practice. Okay, so here's what's going to happen in the poem. I'm going to read the first half of the poem. I'll trigger you guys with when the jaws snap shut, and then I will cut you off afterward and finish the poem off with the final line. Does that make sense? We're all good? We're ready to participate? We're ready for community? Okay, wonderful. Ode to the Egyptian plover. The plover cares to pick, click and scrape, click and scrape. The crocodile cares to keep its mouth open enough for feathers to not get wet in its hissing, its humidity, its carry-on breath. The tongue is softer than teeth, but just as deadly, click and scrape. They are both simply different kinds of hungry. When the jaws snap shut.
When the jaws snap shut. The jaws snap shut. The jaws snap shut.
Am I generous for being deceived? This is my last one. And this one is a rage poem, so let's all rage together. The 24-karat knife I buy for myself. The more pure the gold carat, the easier it molds to the hand, and the necklace you gave me was plated poorly, and it's scratched by the force of my name, and I knew from the get-go there was nothing for you to hold on to, but there was still hope that your ego could take the blow of the lovelessness that I told you I always had. And everything's fine, but my name necklace has still scratched the black of that plated pomegranate, and the line between a collar, a gift, is more delicate than an 18-karat chain, and I know the exact pressure needed to rupture rupture a pomegranate pustule, and I wish I could smear that necklace you gave me into what I recognize as real, to prove to you the version of me you idealized never existed, and if she did, I killed her in front of your eyes, and you need proof of that, and when we sit across each other over a meal, I bare my neck to you, to show you what you can't have, and what I could kill, so I will leave you with this thought experiment. Would a 24-karat knife bend before it kills me, or would I die first? Do you want to watch me try?
Amazing. Wonderful job. That was definitely a beautiful opening. In line with everything that we're doing today. Thank you so much. And the reminder about community, right? I mean, that's what this space is all about. This space is all about uplifting community. So I love the representation of that was brought up here. That was wonderful. It did also remind me that I forgot to tell y'all about the other housekeeping. Please try to stick to 2 songs or pieces first. If we come back around and we have extra time, I always make sure that we use what we have so we can always get more time. Or 5 to 7 minutes because everyone's doing something kind of different. So just throwing that out there, I want to make sure that everybody has some time and space to go. Also, if you are an artist and you haven't signed in yet, make sure that you come find me so we can get you on the list. All right, y'all ready to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a wonderful local songstress next. This is probably one of my favorite artists in this area right now. I mean, beautiful voice, wonderful songwriting. Please help me welcome Pamela to the stage.
It's a Power Glow 300.
Hey you guys, again my name is Pamela. I'm a singer-songwriter. How are you?
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing.
Okay. Right. This first song is called Awake.
Let me just turn my Bluetooth off.
Okay, that's connected. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, now I'm using can we fix the mic? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, finally, okay. Alright, again, this is called Awake.
I just need to shut down for a moment. It's loud outside, but all I seem to hear are these voices inside my mind. And I'm trying to make sense of this. Why don't they acknowledge that it's a world full of possibilities? And I'm here wondering, could there be room for you and me? Sometimes I wish the clock would go frozen. Yeah, darling, stay where you are. And I don't want to live in a world that urges us to sleep. I know I could be happily dreaming, but I'd rather stay Don't you wanna see where this thing goes? Don't you wanna see where this thing goes? I feel heavy on my shoulder, babe. Won't you take it away? Save it for another day. Just tell me you love me. I promise my feelings will stay the same. The night just keeps on getting colder. Oh, and the fire won't keep us warm. Baby, we live in a world that urges us to sleep. I know I could be happily dreaming, but I'd rather stay with you. Oh, I'd rather stay Oh, I'd rather stay with the ways to say love will never come my way. I try to run away, but you slowly pull me back in. Now that I'm away, I can see the better days are coming. Better days are coming. I wanna see where this thing goes. I can see the better days are coming. And now that I'm away, I can see the better days are coming. Better days are coming. Better days are coming.
Alright, and for my last song, this one's called Privilege.
I keep waiting for the sun to rise. inside my head, but darling, it's a privilege. So before you go, just gotta let you know that I act like I don't care while you stand there. I act like I don't care while you stand there. Thank you.
If you guys wanted to follow on Instagram, my name is Pamela.Ulo. I'm also on Spotify. You can go check out my music there. Thank you.
Good job.
What I tell you? Amazing. Huh? Oh, okay.
Is you? Thank you. Nice.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth.
All right, hope that works out a little bit better for folks, so it's not like. All right, y'all ready to continue on and get our next act up on the stage?
Yeah.
Okay. Please help me welcome Marlene to the mic.
Hi, thank you. My name is Marlene Alvarado, and I'm not going to read any of my poems. I'm not a poet. I'm a videographer. And so I decided to read some poems from some Palestinian writers who've been murdered. I am with Pali. I'm also with the Longitude Peace Network. I'm also with Democratic Socialists in America. I am 80 years old, and so I can't read. I can't read the cell phones. So I got this huge print. Plus you're going to have to help me with the pronunciation. Refat Al-Awlad. How do you remember? Okay, he was a poet. He was a very important poet in Palestine. Refat. Yeah. Al-Awlad. Al-Awlad, right. Everybody should know this guy. I saw him on Democracy Now! Just before he was murdered. So on December 6th, the poet, writer, literature professor, and activist was killed in a targeted Israeli airstrike that also killed his brother, his sister, and 4 of her children. He is survived by his wife and their children. And this poem is interesting. Okay, if I must die, you must live. To tell my story, to tell my things, to buy a piece of cloth and some string. Make it wide with long tail, so that a child somewhere in Gaza, while looking heaven in the eye, awaiting his dad who left in a blaze, and bid no one farewell, not even to his flesh, not even to himself. See the kite, my kite, you make fly up above and think for a moment an angel is there. Bring back love if I must die. Let it bring hope. Let it bring hope, and that's it. That's it. And let it be a tale. Now, the other guy, gosh, yeah. Okay, was assassinated in Beirut in 1972 at the age of 36. A bomb was planted in his car by, of course, who else? The Israeli Mossadegh. Okay, Mossad rather. Okay, all your armies, all your fighters, all your tanks, all your soldiers against the boy holding a stone, standing there all alone. In his eyes I see no sun. In his smile I see no moon. And I wonder, I only wonder, who is weak and who is strong? Who is right and who is wrong? And I only wish that the truth has a tongue. I guess you refuse. I grant you refuge in knowing that the dust will clear, and they who fell in love until and died together will one day laugh, and that's it.
Thank you, Marlene.
I'm just going to do this. Okay, absolutely wonderful. Now, if y'all take a look around real quick, you can see that we have packed this house out. I'm so proud of us and what we did together. But with that, recognizing that maybe everybody doesn't want to stay. We're going to take a little 5-minute intermission so we can do some rearranging. We're going to take this table outside and get some more seating in here for y'all. Okay? Sound good? Yep. All right, so we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Some help moving some stuff?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that would be great.
Your list here? Do you need my help with anything?
Busy is good. Most of the time.
Is this the list? So good to see you. Thank you.